Hi, welcome to my channel Ankuram, and this is Ananya. Today I am going to start a new chapter, understanding elementary shapes. So under which I will be explaining angle and its types, then perpendicular lines, perpendicular bisector, quadrilateral, polygons and 3D shapes. Now coming to angles. You know what is an angle? An angle is made up of two rays which have the same starting point or same end point. See, this is the same starting point, is the same starting point and it goes on. So this is an angle. This is called an angle. First of all, you know what is 90 degree? This is 90 degree perpendicular. This is 90 degree, and if it is a straight line, so then this is 180 degree. This is 180 degree. So if an angle is less than 90 degree, then it is acute angle. So this is 90 degree. So an angle less than 90 degree, this angle is called acute angle. This is an acute angle. Means an angle which is less than 90 degree is called an acute angle. And if an angle which is greater than 90 degree, this is 90 degree, so this angle is called obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means it is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So this is an obtuse angle. And what is reflex angle? If an angle is more than 180 degree. See, you know this is 180 degree. Now here it is. So if I take the angle this one, this is this whole angle. This angle is called reflex angle. This is called reflex angle. So is it clear what is acute angle, what is obtuse angle and what is reflex angle? Acute angle is an angle which is less than 90 degree. This is an acute angle. And what is obtuse angle obtuse angle? This is an obtuse angle. An angle which is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. And what is reflex angle? An angle which is more than 180 degree. This is 180 degree, more than 180 degree. This is 180 degree, so more than 180 degree, this is called reflex angle. This is reflex angle. Okay, clear? Now what is acute angle, what is obtuse angle and what is reflex angle? Now coming to perpendicular lines and perpendicular bisectors. So what are perpendicular lines? Two lines intersect each other and form an angle 90 degree. Two lines. This is a line and the other line which intersect each other, but this angle is 90 degree. Means this 90 degree means this should be also 90 degree, because 180 divided by 2, this is 90 degree. This is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. All these angles are 90 degree. So if two lines intersect each other and form an angle 90 degree, then they must be perpendicular to each other. Then this line, suppose if I name it A, B and this is C, D, then AB is perpendicular to CD or CD is perpendicular to AB. So this is called perpendicular line. Now what does it mean by perpendicular bisector? Means if a perpendicular divides another line into two equal parts. See, this is also perpendicular. This is perpendicular. Now if it divides AB, these perpendicular lines, suppose this is O, CO divides AB in such a way that this length AO and OB is equal, then this line is called perpendicular bisector. Here AO and OB is equal, then this is called perpendicular bisector. This is written as CO perpendicular to AB. This symbol is used. This is called perpendicular. So this is called the perpendicular bisector. Means this length AB is the length. So this divides this AO and OB are of same length. So this is called perpendicular bisector. Coming to quadrilaterals. What is this? a polygon with 4 sides is called a quadrilateral. Polygon, you know, it's a closed figure having 4 sides. Here 4 sides means quadrilateral. If the polygon having 3 sides, then it's a triangle. If it is having 5 sides, then pentagon, like that. So polygon with 4 sides is called a quadrilateral. See, this is a quadrilateral. It has 4 sides. So if I name it A, B, C, D, then what are the sides? AB, BC, CD and DA. So these are the 4 sides. So this is a quadrilateral. If I draw, it is also having 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 sides are there. So it's also a quadrilateral. Now, what are the various types of quadrilateral? So rectangle is a quadrilateral, then square, then parallelogram, then rhombus, then trapezium. So what is a rectangle? You know, it has 2 parallel sides. So this is a rectangle. It's all the angles should be 90 degree, and this side should be equal to this side, and this side should be equal to this side. So suppose if I name A, B, C, D, then side AB should be equal to side CD, and side BC is equal to side DA. And this is one property. Then the other properties are all the angles should be 90 degree. Angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D should be 90 degree. So this is one more property for rectangle. And the third is AB. AB parallel to CD and BC parallel to AD. So these are the properties of a rectangle. Here this side is and this side are equal, this side and this side are equal, and all the angles are 90 degree, and AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. So this is a rectangle. Now what is the difference between a rectangle and a square? Square is all the sides are equal. See, this is a square. Means if I name it like A, B, C, D, then all the sides are equal. AB, side AB is equal to side BC is equal to side CD is equal to side DA. And here all the angles are also 90 degree. Angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to 90 degree. And the third is AB parallel to CD या फिर DC and AD parallel to BC. So this is a square. Can we say a square is a rectangle or not? Yes, a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle can't be a square, because a square can be a rectangle. Why? Rectangle also have a side AB is equal to CD and rectangle AD is equal to BC. So here these are following, but a square can be rectangle, but rectangle cannot be a square, because rectangle has these two sides are equal and these two sides are equal. Here all the sides should be equal. So a square can be said as rectangle, but a rectangle can't be a square. Now parallelogram. What is parallelogram? Parallelogram means this is a parallelogram. If I name A, B, C, D, here angle A is equal to angle C, angle B is equal to angle D, and AD is equal to BC, and AB is equal to CD. This is a parallelogram. Here AB, side AB is equal to side DC, and AD is equal to side BC, this side and this side are equal, this side and AB and DC are equal, AD and BC are equal, and angle A is equal to angle C and angle D is equal to angle B, and the third point is AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. So this is parallel to this is parallel to this. So this is a parallelogram. Now what is the difference between a parallelogram and a rhombus? Rhombus is all the sides should be of equal length, and here also opposite angles are equal. Here also opposite angles are equal, and these all sides are equal. So you understood? If I say what is the difference between a rectangle and a parallelogram? In a rectangle all the angles should be 90 degree, and in a parallelogram opposite angles must be equal. So a rectangle can be said a parallelogram, but a parallelogram can't be said a rectangle. Why? Parallelogram just opposite angles are equal, but in a rectangle opposite angles are also equal and all the angles must be 90 degree. So in a parallelogram may not be all the angles are 90 degree. So a rectangle can be said as a parallelogram, but a parallelogram cannot be said as a rectangle. Now it's rhombus. Is it clear what is rhombus? A, B, C, D. So it's just like a square, all the sides are equal. Squares have all the angles are 90 degree, but here only opposite angles are equal, and AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC, and this is called rhombus. Now coming to what is a trapezium. Trapezium has only one set of parallel lines. AB, if we name it ABCD is a trapezium, that means one set of parallel lines are there. AB must be parallel to CD. This is a trapezium. Okay, so you got these are the various quadrilaterals. What are they? Rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus and trapezium. Now coming to polygon. What is polygon? Any closed figure made up of 3 or more line segments. With two line segments we can't make a closed figure. Can we make it with 2 line segments a closed figure? No. So minimum 3 lines should be required. So any closed figure made up of 3 or more line segment is called a polygon. So what are the various polygons? See, if this has 3 sides, so this is called a triangle, 3 sides. What is quadrilateral? This is a triangle. Now what is quadrilateral? Quadrilateral has 4 sides. Any diagram which has 4 sides. Now what is pentagon? It has 5 sides. Pentagon. So how to draw a pentagon? 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 sides. Now what is hexagon? It has 6 sides. How many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is hexagon. Then what is heptagon? Heptagon means it has 7 sides. Then what is octagon? Means it has 8 sides. Nonagon 9 sides, and decagon, this is having 10 sides. So this is all about your polygon. Means a closed figure made up of 3 or more line segments is called a polygon, and these are the various polygons. Now coming to 3D shapes. What do you mean by 3D? 3D means 3-dimensional. What is dimension? Suppose if I say, see, this is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So these are 3-dimensional, means length, breadth and width. If I draw see, This is a three-dimensional object. It has length, it has breadth, and it has width. And we actually express it as x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. X for, suppose this is for length. See, this is the length, this is the length. This is y-axis, means this is the width, this is the width or height. This is your length, width, and this is our breadth. Breadth. So, three dimension means it has length, breadth, and height. Suppose a room, you can consider a room as a three-dimensional object. Now let me show you a cube. This is a cube. So this has three dimension. And what does this mean? Two dimension means 2D is in on a plane surface. This is a rectangle. It's a two-dimensional, but it is three-dimensional. In a two-dimension, it has length and it has breadth. This is This is two-dimensional, means only length and breadth are there. But if length, breadth, and height are there, then this is three-dimensional. So a 3D shape can be defined as the object which can be measured in three directions. So this is one direction, x direction, then y direction, and this is z direction. So this shape is called a 3D shape. So now let me explain a few examples. Now cube is a 3D shape. Cuboid is a 3D shape. Cone, cylinder, spheres, prism, all are 3D. Cube I can show you, this is a cube. So it has, see, length, then breadth, and then width. So this is a cube. So if I draw it like cube, it has all the sides are of same length. So this is a cube. A cube has all the sides equal, length, breadth, and height all are equal. Now what is cuboid? Cuboid means this is a cuboid. As for example, you can say a brick, and suppose a pencil box, a book, all are of cuboid shapes. Now what is a cone? Cone, you know, this is a cone. Cone, birthday cones we used to use our as a hat. This is a cone. So this is a cone. Now what is a cylinder? This is a cylinder. This is also three-dimensional. It has length, breadth, and width. Now, what is a sphere? Sphere. This is a circle. Now, to make it, consider it as a ball. So, this is a sphere. Now, what is a prism? So just like it's a prism. Now you understood what is a cube, cuboid, cone, sphere, prism, and cylinder. Now coming to what means face, edge, and vertex. What is face? Face means each side of a 3D solid is called the face. Each side of a 3D shape. See, this is a 3D shape. So each side, this side, this side, this side, this side, those all are face. So each side of a 3D solid is called the face. See, here I have written face. So how many faces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 faces for a cube or cuboid. Now what is edge? Two face meet at a line. Two face, one face and second face meeting at a line is called an edge. First this face and this face meeting at a point is called edge. This and this meeting at a point is this edge. So again here two face, one face and one face. So how many edges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly 5, here you see 5, 6, 7 and 8, just the opposite side, back side. Then see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 9, 10, 11 and 12. So 12 edges are there. See here how many edges are there? 2 faces meted. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then need 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 faces are there for 12 edges are there for a cuboid. Now how many vertices are there? 3 edges meet at a point called a vertex. 3 edge meet. See 1, 2 and 3 edge meeting at a point. 1, 2 and 3 edge meeting at a point. This is called the vertex. 3 edge meet at a point called the vertex. So here you see 3 edges are meeting. 1, 2 and 3 edges are meeting. Here is a vertex. Here 1, 2 and 3 edges are meeting at a point, vertex. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 vertices for a cube or a cuboid. So that's all about the chapter. Thank you.